What's going on? What's going on, YouTube? We're here in California, in our way to drop this load that we picked up from Washington. Uh, the load is paying pretty good, $2.50. Everybody knows Seattle market sucks. However, when you are an operator for a company like Mercer, they got customers that pay decent money to get their loads out there. I think he only weighed like 15,000 pounds, so I'm pretty light. But yeah, guys, it's a beautiful morning, very relaxing, going through the mountains here of Northern California. Already past the Oregon area. I stayed there last night in Oregon, and been pretty relaxing trip, to be honest with you guys, man. You know, we don't got that much traffic. In our way over here. However, I know once I get it, in California, in the cities, there's gonna be a lot of traffic. I know that. I know that. But in the meantime, I'm gonna enjoy this trip around here, and I'm gonna talk to you guys. You know, a little daily talk. Like and subscribe, man. It's free. Like and subscribe. It's free. You know, help the channel out. Like and subscribe. So yeah, after that, picking up a load uh, in Stockton, California, about 40 miles away where I'm dropping. I'm going to Texas. That load is paying 3,800. 38, yeah, 3,800, and it's going to Olney, Texas. However, I was supposed to pick it up yesterday, but the customer called and told the shipper, I mean the broker, that it won't be ready to Friday. So it actually worked out for me because I gotta do my 34 hours. I'm running my recaps, and on Friday, if I keep running on recaps, I wouldn't get no hours back. So uh, kind of worked out himself out, in my benefit. I will be able to do my 34. And, I will deliver that load on Monday. So everything worked out fine, right? Well, yeah, guys. Just yeah, I was watching this guy that I follow on YouTube, man. Life and Love, or Love and Life. Before I came to Mercer, I wrote him 2 emails. He responded to me, gave me some good information, and a good guy, man. Good guy, and he do a lot of videos. Uh, trying to help people out there, right? Uh, he going through a situation. Everybody that follow him know what's going on. I don't want to put his business out there. I mean, it's nothing bad that he did. It's just things that happen in life, and you know, uh, things that no truck driver want to go through, right? But my prayers go to him. I wish him the best, and I hope God, I know God will open doors for him and make a way for him to continue his way, in the truck business or wherever he decides to go, right? But yeah, man, just you know, it's rough. That's why I respect, man, all truck drivers, man, because you know being a truck driver, man, it's not easy. You got to deal with traffic. You got to deal with people cutting in front of you. Uh, making crazy move. Other truck drivers arguing with each other. DOT, chippers, receivers. Being in a confined space for the most part of the day. Inside the truck, driving and sleeping there. Uh, Shit, even the truck stops. Parking, you can't even sleep really good because you got to worry about somebody backing up and hitting your truck. And, every time you hear somebody backing up, you get up, looking, making sure they don't hit your truck. So, being a truck driver, man, it's not an easy thing, right? You know, and, you got to be mentally strong, man. Yeah, I mean, you're not mentally strong, man. You know, it's not gonna be hard for you, man. I've seen people in when I was a snack. I'm not gonna mention the company, anyways. But when I was training for a company, I was a company driver, and I was doing team. Getting people out of the when they get the CDL. Uh, Man, I caught a lot of people crying, man. You guys, I mean, you guys and girls, I have females too they came with me, and man, crying, you know, that they because they didn't know, uh, you know, they was new and they didn't know how it was gonna be away from the family. Uh, so yeah, guys, you know, that's something for people coming in the business of being a truck driver should think about. Uh, if you're mentally strong and that's your goal, you could do it. You know, you could do it. It might be hard at the beginning, but then you get used to it. Man, I truly recommend all young guys, man, out there that are in the 20s, man. Get your CDL, man. Get your experience with a company. Get you a truck, man, and start making money, man. By the time you're 40, if you do things right, man, you'll be set. You know, you'll be set. Even before that. So just things for you guys to think about, man. You know, but yeah, man, my prayers go to Steven. Uh, I hope everybody pray for him too, man. I hope things work out for him. You haven't seen his channel. His channel is Life and Love, or yeah, Life and Love, or Love and Life. I forgot honestly at the moment. But yeah, I follow him, and he got great content. So pray for him, and yeah, man. Uh, if you guys, are thinking about becoming an owner operator, just know, man, that you're gonna have a lot of people tell you to don't do it. You're gonna have a lot of people tell you to do it. A lot of people are gonna tell you it's not the right time. It's the wrong time. My advice it is, man. If that's what you got in your mind to do it. Don't listen to nobody. Just listen to your gut instinct, man, and do your research. Try to get a used truck out of a dealer. A lot of people selling the trucks. So just think about that, man. Anything you want to do in life, man, don't listen. I mean, it's good to get advice, but at the same time, man, you are your own. You're writing your own book in life, right? Don't let nobody else write it for you. That's all I could say, right? So my thoughts on that it is, man. If you really want to become an owner operator, you're a company driver right now, and you're not happy, and you say, man, I should be able to make more money, this and that. man, go to international use trucks, go to Long Mountain, go to Pedigree. With $5,000, man, you can get it in a truck. You don't got the money, man. Just save money, man. Uh, you know, discipline yourself, man. Discipline yourself for a little, for a little time, and get save that money, man. And you get a truck, and if you're gonna be an owner operator, man, go to a company like Landstar or Mercer. I'm with Mercer. You know, I would definitely recommend Mercer. Uh, so or if you want to go be with American carriers, honestly, the one that out of all the American carriers, the one that I would recommend, if you got your own truck, it will be JB Hunt. Uh, you know, Snyder, Swift, all in companies, I wouldn't recommend it. That's just my opinion. Unless if you lease a truck with them, you can do it. I mean, uh, I wouldn't do it, but like I said, what worked for me, that it doesn't, it might not work for you, right? And vice versa. So if that's what you want to do, you want to get a lease with one of the companies like Swift, Prime. They give you a truck and you pay weekly. That's what you want to do. You can do it, man. Like I said, you just. But uh, my own advice is if you could get your own truck, you will make more money in a company like Mercer. Regardless uh, what the YouTuber recruiters are saying out there, man, them guys don't make nothing close to what we make, what you make in Landstar or Mercer. They could say whatever, but in reality, they don't. We get better discount and fuel. We get a very pay in the freight. So, you know, but at the same time, not knocking anybody that are in those companies. You know what I mean? I say if you have the option and you could get your own truck, uh, that's what I recommend. Now, if you got to start, from the bottom, and let's say Prime give you a truck or Swift, and they're gonna help you to build up and climb steps towards your goal. Go ahead and do it, man. Even SFI truck. You know what I mean? That's what that's what you need to do to get where you want to be. Little by little. Don't get discouraged, man. Do it. Do it. A lot of people are making in those places. A lot of people making money with Prime, making money with Swift. Uh, you know, I'm not saying they're making anything close to what you can make it in Landstar or Mercer, because I really believe they don't. You know, unless they're training people, that's the only way they're gonna make money. And all those YouTubers you see is because they say they're making money. I'm not knocking it down. You know what I mean? I'm not. But what I'm saying is, you guys gotta understand they make money for the referral they get. And a lot of big YouTubers, like from Prime, they make money out of YouTube. That's why they you know it worked for them because they got different incomes, right? They got the truck, and they get money from YouTube. And some other people, they are not that big in YouTube, they get money from referrals, and they train people. Which is nothing wrong, man. People gotta do what they gotta do. I'm not knocking them down. I just like I say, if it was me, and I got the option to do it all over again, I would have definitely you know came to an owner operator company. Uh, that's my thought today. That's how I feel today. And granted, you got a lot of small companies, mops and pop companies out there, man, that they got, you know, they hire owner operators. They're completely owner operators, and they give you, good percentage. And they let you use their DOT, and you work out of the spot market, right? So there's options out there. I mean, it don't have to be Mercer or Landstar or to be any company, right? But just you know do your research. Think about it, decide what you want to do in life, and that's the goal. Uh, so I'm gonna let some of you owner operators. If you got a dog, man, you could claim the dog food, the anything you spend in medicine, going to the vet, uh, the dog grooming, all of that you could claim in your taxes. You could put your dog as a security on your truck, and that's real. You don't believe me? You could research or ask a tax expert. You know, like I said, I'm not a tax expert or nothing, but uh, I was told by my accountant that I could do that, right? Even if you get a companion dog, you got the ID that your dog is a companion. You could claim everything that you spend on your dog, you know. Because I mean, I got a dog, and my dog is, you know, it's pretty expensive, man. Every time I take him to the vet, uh, the food that I buy, I mean, the food is pretty expensive. The vitamins, I mean, a lot of things, right? And if you could save money and put it in your taxes, man, why not, right? I didn't know that. I'll be honest. This is the first time I'm doing it. Starting this year, because I didn't know it before. I saw somebody, a tax expert on YouTube, talking about it, and I went and asked my accountant, and he said, "Yeah, you could do that." I said, "Shit, why you didn't tell me before? You know, you should have told me that before, man." And that's the thing, man. Sometimes we don't know things, man, and we get accountants, and they got so many clients that they don't tell you what to do, man. But you know, anything, there's other things, man, that you could put on your taxes, as a business expenses, man. That I know a lot of people know. We got a lot of tax experts out here that they're gonna come in and say, "Yeah, I need that." Okay, good for you, man. I just didn't know, and maybe somebody else don't know that's watching this video. So yeah, you know, like I said, man, you being an owner operator, you gotta find ways to save money, man. Not including your taxes, right? And you know, tell you guys the only thing I don't like about California uh, is the speed limit. It really sucks. 55. Uh, like I said, I delivered this load tomorrow, so I really got a lot of time. So I'm not rushing, you know. Uh, I just taking it easy and uh, getting to my destination. Obviously, and I stopped a few times, took pictures up here in the mountains, in the Oregon mountains, and the you know on Week California here. You know, a few places before. I stopped and just taking my time, man. At the same time, I'm moving, but I really, stopping and looking and enjoying in nature, right? I mean, it's beautiful. I really like. I'm a person. I like nature, man. I like, Oh man, it's a blessing, man. Well, you could breathe that fresh air. Uh, obviously all these trees, man, they filter the air, the oxygen, and you know, I know a lot of parts of California are polluted, but I'm pretty sure these areas with all these trees, they gotta have good air. I mean, that's my belief. I'm not a science or nothing, but that's what I think. So yeah, guys, man, I bought a Cummins 5,000 watts inverter out of TA, and I used to have the same one that I bought from Amazon, and mine broke down. Uh, and I bought the one from TA. I put it on, right, because it's the same thing. I already had the wire set up, everything set up, the ground. I just had to put the screws on and the connections. Obviously, the last part you connect is the battery. You connect everything on the inverter first, and the last thing you connect is in the battery, right? The power. So I did all of that, and I got a fuse in my battery. I mean, the wire coming from the battery. If anything happens, that fuse is stopped, right? So I connected, man, and the fucking thing went on, start smoking. I said, "What the fuck, man? I spent 600. I just lost $500 because the one that I had, I only had it for like 5 months. It stopped working all of a sudden, and then I connected this one, and the shit went dead, throwing smoke in the inside. It didn't blow no fuse or nothing. So thankfully, I took it back to TA. I bought it in Seattle. They didn't let me change it there because it wasn't no manager in the TA. Only the managers could do the change or give you the refund. So I ended up stopping in Oregon in a TA, and the lady, the manager there was, oh my god, a very very friendly, great person. She looked at it, she said, "Hey, uh, I give you another one." I said, "Yeah." She said, "You want your money or you want?" I know. I said, "I need it. Just give me another one." Uh, so she gave me another one, did a transaction, whatever, uh, and I got it here. I haven't connected because you know it was kind of late yesterday. I was sorry. I said, "Man, I just gonna keep it moving." Uh, so yeah, my 34s I gonna connect it again. Uh, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know what happened with the comments, man. I don't know if you guys had that experience before, but it melted where you put the ground water. You know, it melted through there. I mean, through the bag, the whole plastic it melted. And like I said, that's where I have, you know, it got the same connections. Shop did it, before the first time the shop did it. They put the wires, they put everything, and the only thing I needed to do was obviously disconnect the wires from the battery first. While connect to the inverter, and then when everything's connected, you know, the last one you put on is the positive, right, in the battery. You know, so that's what I did, and that shit went in smoke. So now I got the new one, and I'm thinking about doing it myself, but then again, I'm like, fuck, what about, something else going on? So I'm thinking about maybe trying to see if I go to a shop. I mean, connecting inverter is not that hard. I got all the tools, but, you know, I don't really don't got a bulk meter, which I should buy one in Harbor Freight or anywhere, you know, and measure the volts coming out. Uh, but yeah, that's my little project for my 34 to connect my inverter. You know, it just I'm kind of worried that you know something might happen. I mean, I'm pretty sure it was the inverter that came bad from the company. I mean, it happens. They probably make you know 50,000 inverters out of 50,000. Few of them gonna come back. They're not gonna be good. I mean, anything could happen. You know, I'm pretty sure they tested in the factories and everything, but anything could happen in the shipment. They might hit. The pallet might hit something that something inside them could move, and anything could happen, right? I mean, uh, you know, that part, who knows? Who knows? But I I really don't want to do it myself, man. I'm kind of worried about it, right? So I'm gonna see. I'm gonna see if I could find somebody that could do it for me. There's good with electronics. 'Cause I'm not, you know, I'm not. But anyways, I'll probably do my 34 hours, around San Jose, California. Uh, you know, that's probably what I'm gonna do around San Jose, California. But yeah, guys, like I said, just stay strong, man. Stay mentally strong. Stay, you know, focused, and do what you gotta do, man. In life, man. Think about yourself. Think about, you know, uh, all things that you could do in life, right? And don't give up. Uh, so yeah, that's the beat. I gotta go in the way station. So I gotta go in the way station. That's the transporter giving me the red light that I gotta pull into the way station. So that's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do. Well, that's what I have to do. I don't got no choice. I don't want to bypass it and get a ticket. That's not me. Not me. You know, I don't want no smoke. What people say. I don't want no trouble. I pull in and you know we do whatever they say. Empty and loaded. Empty and loaded. No, they're not playing. They're pulling people to the bait. They're pulling people to the bait. Oh, we're good to go. Yeah, they pulling people to the bait for inspection. Put one guy in. I guess that's what they do, right? Mm, that's their job. That's what they gotta do. In the meantime, we're gonna keep it moving, moving. Yeah, but anyways, I just gonna cut this video short and hope everybody have a blessed week. My email that is Green Star Logistic LLC at gmail.com. Logistic, only the C, no S. Green Star, like the star in the sky. Logistic LLC at gmail.com. If you guys want to write me anything, uh, that's my email. Uh, whenever I get time, I will respond. Obviously, we all got things to do. We got a business to run. We got family. We got things, right? But I will gladly respond, when I get time to do. But anyways, other than that, guys, everybody have a blessed week. Stay strong. Stay positive. Stay focused. And God bless everybody.